Hello everybody, Charley Egan here of the Egan Group at Hall & Chambers Real Estate. And this is one of a series of videos that I do with vendors and service providers who have extraordinary and really interesting and helpful tools and resources available to help you and to help myself, especially in real estate. And today I have in the studio here Scott Burch of Sage Investment Group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And thanks for coming in,
My
Scott.
pleasure, Charlie. Anytime.
And I wanted Scott to come in today specifically because I've been talking to a lot of investors about unloading their properties and taking profits, and they may have had the property for a long time and they've gone through depreciation and they're just going, oh my God, I got to do 1031 exchange or I'm going to be clobbered. And Scott has a really interesting product. It's a 1031 exchange alternative that minimizes or eliminates taxes. So Scott, why don't you dive in and tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, basically, as Charlie said, it's an alternative to the 1031 exchange, which has kind of been the benchmark for, 50 years.
Right.
There are some drawbacks with that, of course. You've got time constraints. You have to identify a property. You have to close escrow. And we've seen also over the years that sometimes when a seller finds out you're doing a 1031 exchange, their sale price might go up just a little bit because it causes a little bit more work. So what we've done is found people who have been in real estate for a long time, maybe multifamily apartments, that type of thing, commercial buildings, and they just want to get out. They're tired of it. So they oftentimes would like to sell, right? That's what you do, except for one thing. We've had this thing for a long time. How much are we going to pay in capital gains tax and depreciation recapture? And those numbers aren't fun to see sometimes, as you know, Charlie. So a lot of people kind of get stuck on the fence. They don't sell, they want to, but can't. They feel stuck. They don't want to buy another property. They don't want to replace it. They want to get out. That's one type of person. The other person is the type who says, look, for whatever reason, it's time to sell this property. I've wanted to for a while. And we want to sell it, but we want to buy another property. We're not done. We like this. We want to continue investing, continue doing our thing. So that person is also able to take advantage of this strategy. So essentially, a special trust is created. The property is titled to the trust. We then find the new buyer. Money for the purchase is then placed in the trust. Ownership of that property is then taken out of the trust to the new buyer. That also, it's structured similar to an installment sale, but the problem with installment sales is you don't get all your money up front. You sell the property, you get an income stream for 10, 15 years, but the problem is if that person, for whatever reason, decides to stop paying you, you have to foreclose, and it turns into a big deal. You can't use your money. So this is an alternative to the installment sale as well, although it's structured very similar to one. So we've got retirees, we have properties, want to get out, they'll sell, pay no tax, no depreciation recapture, and then they'll have a portfolio designed specifically for them based on their income needs and everything else. And they'll take an income stream from that, worries are over, and they'll travel, see grandkids, whatever they want to do. The other type still is in the game, wants to buy other properties, wants to buy and sell. And for those individuals, we use what we call a cluster of entities to affect the same end result. Sell the properties, defer all taxes in perpetuity, and continue doing whatever it is you want to keep doing with your money, with the proceeds. Yeah.
So in the first instance, they sell the property and they put it in the portfolio. They can actually take the money and do whatever they want with it, right? There's no restrictions.
Yeah, the first scenario would be more restrictive. If someone says, look, we don't want to buy more real estate, we're going to sell it, now we have cash. Now what? Well, we're going to invest it for income. So those folks would typically just leave that in the trust to defer the taxes and take an income stream from that. Now, of course, income from that is taxed incrementally as it's taken every year. But those are for folks who are pretty much saying, we're done. Thank you for helping us not pay these taxes up front. We're happy. The other group uses the cluster of entity approach. And those are for the active, they still want to buy and sell. So they can take money out, they can do what they want, they can do things within this structure and avoid paying any of the taxes, or defer, I should say again, until that time when they take it all out.
Okay. This is a very interesting product, and I wanted to have this video here so that I can send this to some people who I've talked to or whatever. Scott's information will be attached to this video, and if you have any questions, you can contact him directly or contact me, and I will also try to answer your questions or get you in contact with Scott. So Scott, I think that, is there any other points about this?
One more thing
Sure.
I'd like to say. People say, wow, it sounds great. Now what? Well, what we offer for in both cases is we can take a look at what you own, what you have. We
Okay.
can determine through the help of your own CPA what your taxes would be if you sold today.
Great.
We will then do a no charge write-up for you. We'll do a proposal and say, listen, based on our plan, here's how much we can save you in taxes. So we'll tell you
good.
up front, and it's a very quick turnaround.
Yeah.
And everybody's case is different. It's no cookie cutter. So we have to have a lot of questions, what you have, how it's owned, percentage interest, all those things.
Okay.
We then take that, we'll be back in a couple days with our proposal, and if you like that, we then move forward initially with a conference call between the seller, our team, and their CPA, their professionals. We work with their professionals.
Got it. Okay.
So
That's
it works.
great.
Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you all for checking us out, and there'll be more videos coming your way. And again, Charley Egan at the Egan Group. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All right.
Glad to be here.
Okay. Thanks.